What's going on, everybody? My name is Nicholas Roberts. Thank you to the Tampa Sessions for having me today. I'm playing a show tonight here in St. Pete at Hideaway Cafe with Eden Shireen and Napoleon the Wilderness. I'm repping his shirt right now. I really like this shirt. I was wearing this earlier at the coffee shop, and somebody came over and stopped me and said, "Oh, I really like that shirt." Yeah, I'm on tour right now. I'm doing 2 weeks from here up to New York, and then coming back for a couple more dates here in Florida. Yeah, I think we should just get this kicking. This first song is called "Still Believe." If I'm being honest, I don't know if I can change. Even though I promise that things won't be the same. And even when I'm broken, fall into my knees. Things go out of focus, and I'm trying just to see you always still believe. You always still if I'm being honest, I'm still in love with you. Even when this all just feels like what we do. Even when I'm broken, things go out of focus. I'm trying just to see you always still Feel free to ask questions, and I have my phone up here right now, so yeah, feel free to send in questions or comments. Hopefully not concerns. I don't think that would work. Let's see what we got going on. Let me see if I can pull this up. There we go, live right now. Cool. Yeah, stick around. If you're in St. Pete or in Tampa, like I said, I'm going to be playing live tonight here in St. Pete at Hideaway Cafe with Eden Shireen and Napoleon the Wilderness. I'm really looking forward to that. I'm going to play another song. Let me grab my guitar over here. This song is called The Rest of Our Lives. I recorded it after I moved home from Nashville. I lived up in Nashville for about a year and a half, 2 years, and I started kind of writing some of my own material. I was in a band when I lived up there, and when I moved out of Nashville, I moved back to Florida. I started working on a record. I was living in just a small little studio apartment that I rented when I got to Orlando, and I recorded and did everything myself in this tiny little apartment. And this was the first song that I finished. That I felt like it kind of kicked off the direction of what the record would be.
I love you, don't leave if I hurt you. I hope you will understand. Maybe we're made for an uncomplicated year, but I don't see that happening. So what if this is the rest of our life? Would you do about it then? Do about it then? What if this is the rest of our life? Would you do about it then? Do about it then? I'm in no hurry to write this story. I just wish you would grab a pen. This won't be graded, you should turn it in. And I don't see that happening. So what if this is the rest of our life? Would you do about it then? Do about it then? What if this is the rest of our life? Would you do about it then? Do about it then? So what if this is the rest of our life? Would you do about it then? Do about it then? What if this is the rest of our life? Would you do about it then? Do about it then?
Cool. Right on. Thank you so much. Let's see if we have see if we have any questions in here. Feel free to reach out. You can meet me in person later on tonight. All right. This song, I guess, is a little bit older. I wrote this next song. The song's called "Before You Go." Last June, I was working a full-time job at a company and going into work every day. And last June, my life kind of changed in a lot of different ways. I got let go from the job that I was working, and I kind of made the decision, not really knowing what it meant or where it was going to go, to move over into doing music full time. And so last June, I made that switch, and I started putting out a brand new song every single month. And I guess I'm up to, it's September now. I've been putting out a new song every single month, so whatever, 14, 15 months now. In July last month, I put out my first song with a record label. Just kind of dove headfirst into doing music and figuring it out. And this was the first song that came out last June. That kind of kicked it all off as I was figuring out what the hell was going on. So the song's called "Before You Go."
Wake me up before you go. I don't wanna miss the show. I can't wait to meet your friends, fall in love and dance with them. So breathe in deep and let it out. Take my hand, let the sounds lift you up, crash back down. Sit home, wake me up before you go home. Wake me up before you go, before you go. Calling out for one more song, your favorite one to sing along. Close your eyes, make believe this one's for you and me. So breathe in deep and let it out. Take my hand, let the sounds lift you up, crash back down. Sit home, wake me up before you go home. Wake me up before you go, before you go. Sit home, wake me up before you go home. Wake me up before you go, before you go.
Awesome. That song was called "Before You Go." I just got back from Germany. Well, I guess I went a lot of places. I went with my girlfriend over to England for a couple of days. Then we ended up in Berlin for this music festival. I guess I'm wearing the hat. It's called People, the People Festival, run by a guy named Justin Vernon and the Desner brothers from the National. And the festival was really, really cool because there was no lineup, there were no set times, there was no kind of information given ahead of time. You just kind of trusted in the process of who you were going to see and what happened. So you got a wristband when you showed up, and they would tell you, all right, at this time, just be in this location. And there was no other information. So you didn't know what you were going to see. And all the bands that played either played different people's songs, or they spent the whole week in Berlin before the festival started, writing new songs with each other, collaborating. It was just a crazy weekend, really inspiring, and I've been thinking about it a lot this last. It was just a week and a half ago. I got back a couple nights ago. I wish that story was relevant to the song we're about to play. This next tune is called "River to a Flood." It's the last song that I wrote before I moved home from Nashville. It's about being in your 20s and trying to figure out what the hell's going on. I make this joke a lot, but it almost feels like sometimes there was a class or a day at school that you were supposed to be at, where they run down all the stuff that you're supposed to know how to do, and I was not there. I was not present, and I didn't get any of the makeup homework for that class either. So this song is about kind of growing up and figuring out what's going on and who you are as a person and what it means to be doing this life thing. So again, my name is Nicholas Roberts. I appreciate the Tampa Sessions for having me today and hanging out. Hope you guys are enjoying your weekend so far.
Waking up and feeling old on your birthday. It wasn't meant to be this way. What would all your best friends say if they could see you now? And finding out the world don't work like you thought it would when you were still 18, but going on 23. Oh my God. And the beauty of it all is that I'll one day fall back into the earth where we came from. We'll lose all of our blood like a river to a flood. We'll lose all of our blood like a river to a flood. You fell asleep when you got home from work today. It wasn't meant to be this way. What would all your best friends say if they could see you now? And finding out you're always stuck in that in-between, and not yet in the prime of life, but watching as it all slips by. Oh my God. And the beauty of it all is that I'll one day fall back into the earth where we came from. We'll lose all of our blood like a river to a flood. We'll lose all of our blood like a river to a flood. And the beauty of it all is that I'll one day fall back into the earth where we came from. We'll lose all of our blood like a river to a flood. We'll lose all of our blood like a river to a flood.
Right. Cool. So again, if you're hanging out in St. Pete tonight, I'm going to be playing at Hideaway Cafe with Eden Shireen and Napoleon the Wilderness. Shout out to Nikhil from that band for giving me this shirt. I think music starts at 8 o'clock. Doors are at 6. We're kicking it off at 8. It's going to be a great time. And if you're on any of my my tour route, I'm going to be going up to New York for the next week and a half, 2 weeks. I hope I get to see some pretty faces out there. So I hope I get to see you in a couple days. I'm going to jump back over to the laptop for a quick second. This song is called Taking Over. This song, sometimes this happens, I think, as a songwriter, where you write a song about a particular thing, and then it ends up not being about that thing when you make it to making it to the end of it. So this song is about... what is this song about? This song's kind of about the anxiety that I feel like a lot of creatives, or it's about some of my friends that I obviously won't name, that were kind of telling me about some of the anxiety that they have about being creative or doing creative work in some way, and the anxiety that comes with that, the fear of not being good enough or talented enough or strong enough or brave enough or pretty enough or whatever the enough is for those people. And so this song ended up being about some of those days where that kind of consumes you, or you feel kind of overwhelmed by about not being enough as you're making creative things. It's called Taking Over.
Didn't know it'd be so obvious. Didn't know it would be so hard. Last night you said you're over this, but you never seem to take it that far. And I'm caught up in the moment, and I can't let go. I try to fight the feeling, but I can't say no. It's taking over. Ooh. It's taking over. Hold on, let me catch my breath. Hold on, let me change your mind. I know I'm trying my best to be better than I was last time. And I'm caught up in the moment, and I can't let go. I try to fight the feeling, but I can't say no. It's taking over. It's taking over. It's taking over. It's taking over.
All right. Cool. That song isn't technically new, but I've only just started playing it live, playing around with it. It's been a lot of fun. Got time for one more? Can I play another song? Keep going. All right. Awesome. What's going on, everybody? Shout out. This is we were talking about this before we went live. Like, we were actually live. There's we didn't record it ahead of time, so you can throw tomatoes at me through the screen. Feel free to ask questions or hang out. Thank you for being a part of this. I'm gonna play a song that I recorded. I went up to Nashville about 1.5 years, 2 years ago, and recorded a song that I never put out, and I just love playing it live. So I'm gonna do that, and then see where the afternoon takes us. This song's called "Dance with Me."
Fell in love 1,000 times, young and maybe out of our minds, living like there's nothing to lose. These are the best days of our life. Dance with me, dance while we're young. 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 Dance while we're young. And I would run away with you to somewhere with an ocean view. And even if we never ride, these are the best days of our life. Dance with me, dance while we're young. 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 Dance while we're young.
It's a kick-ass guitar solo right here.
Dance with me, dance while we're young. 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 Dance while we're young.
So I I hope I get to see some of you out at the show tonight, and if not, I hope I get to see you next time I'm in the Tampa Bay area. I grew up here just south of St. Pete in Tampa for a good portion of my childhood, and I got so used to, we were joking around, but I got so used to the warm weather here. Anytime I moved or traveled, apparently it seeped into my blood. The cold weather is a little rough. I'm gonna do one more song. All right. Let me take off the guitar real quick. This song that I'm about to play was on my first record. I guess I have one record out, and then like I said, I've just been putting out a new single every month since last summer, and I'm gearing up to put out an EP in the fall of a collection of some of those songs and some new ones. And I've been kind of figuring out what works on it and what doesn't. This song is called "I Shouldn't Feel." Like I said, it's on my first record that I put out called "The Rest of Our Lives." And this song is kind of a reactionary. A lot of life was happening at the time. Is the best way to describe it. And this was a way for me to kind of process what was happening and try to not feel as caught up as I was, or I was finding myself being. So the song is called "I Shouldn't Feel." Thank you again for everybody for hanging out, and I hope I get to see you out there on the road. Here we go. I shouldn't feel the way I'm feeling, but I do. And I shouldn't feel the way I'm feeling, but I do. I should have known better. I should have known right from the start that you'd push me and pull me and tear me apart. I shouldn't feel the way I'm feeling, but I do. And I shouldn't feel the way I'm feeling, but I do. I should have known better. I should have known right from the start that you'd push and pull and That's my time. Oh, we got some chat going on. Oh, hey, what's going on, Kate and Johnny? How you guys doing? Hopefully, I get to see you guys later tonight. I know I'll see Kate there. Kate's playing with Napoleon the Wilderness. So, thank you so much to Tampa Sessions for having me. For everybody out there that's watching, I'm looking at my phone. Sorry. Everybody that's out there in the internet for watching, and I hope we get to do this again soon. Thanks, guys.